This is Murphy Brown, a fictional character from a CBS television show. I have never seen Murphy Brown, and now I won't have to. CBS has canceled the show after 13 episodes after it achieved, quote, historically low ratings. Historically low. Now, this Murphy Brown show was on in the 90s, and again, I never saw it, but I assume that it was kind of like one of those cool baby boomer shows where, you know, the Clintons were in office and it was kind of hip or whatever because they would make headline references in the show or whatever. You know, people had lower standards back then for entertainment. So that, I guess that was kind of edgy. So they thought they would bring this back for a new generation, and they made it super liberal, of course, and no one watched it. It got about 6 million viewers and was just canceled off of television. Too expensive, lost money. Now, this just goes to show that Hillary Clinton is the touch of death, because Hillary Clinton guest starred on this new version of Murphy Brown, because Hillary Clinton thinks she's cool. She does. She really does. Hillary Clinton actually thinks that she's cool, that she's one of the cool, you know, beautiful, fancy people, because she spends a lot of time in Hollywood and she's completely insulated from the real world. She doesn't understand that people don't care anymore about stupid 1990s TV shows. However, they do care about good 1990s TV shows like Roseanne, starring the great Roseanne Barr. Now, Roseanne had the #1 show in the country in 1988. They brought this show back, a family show, middle American show. Roseanne on the show was a Trump supporter. Yet again, #1 show, 20 million viewers. And then they canceled it because Roseanne Barr criticized Valerie Jarrett, the evil Obama henchwoman who weaponized the IRS against the American people. Pretty big historical accomplishment, you know, for the cause of evil. So Roseanne, not a big fan of Valerie Jarrett, and so ABC fired Roseanne, but they didn't just stop there, and this just shows how stupid they are. They killed off Roseanne's character on the show in an opioid overdose. They thought people would think that was interesting or think that was cool or maybe think that was funny. Or maybe these Hollywood people were just trying to rub it in Roseanne's face because they were just so blinded by their own hatred and by their own, you know, ability to despise other people. There is a very, very, very nasty strain of personal hatred just emanating out of Hollywood. And it makes sense because these people are idolaters. They spend their lives handing each other golden trophies. Here's the Golden Globe. Here's the People's Choice Award. Who cares? Who cares about any of these things? It doesn't matter. There are some funny TV shows and movies that people like to watch for entertainment. But we don't care what the people on the show or the movie has to say about Trump, because Trump is keeping the country safe. Trump is, you know, diffusing the situation with North Korea, okay? Trump is protecting the border. Trump is cutting taxes. He's doing real things. Murphy Brown is not doing anything. And so in this age of Trump, Hollywood is finding that it's losing its power. Now, the new version of Roseanne obviously failed without her. So Roseanne got the last laugh, and many of Roseanne's supporters are very happy about that because Disney, which owns ABC, was extremely unfair to her. And Roseanne, being a very smart and savvy person, realized that she could use activism in such a way to expose what is going on in Hollywood and to expose how these studios and these idolaters are really against the American people. I mean, it is so evident now that they have contempt for middle America. They have contempt for average people. Just the fact that they would use an opioid overdose is so offensive to so many families in the Midwest who have been through that kind of thing. But that is Disney's statement about middle America. because they're not just out of touch with Middle America, they're at war with Middle America. Let's go back to Murphy Brown for a second, because Murphy Brown made another big mistake. She went after ICE. And I say she, Dan Quayle apparently did the same thing. I don't know who this person is who plays Murphy Brown. I don't know the name of the actress, but her character is named Murphy Brown, okay? So, Murphy Brown, and what did she do? She attacked ICE. There was an episode where the Murphy Brown character, had some kind of run-in with an ICE agent, and the ICE agent mistook an Indian person for, I guess, a Central American person, and it was a big statement about the caravan. Who cares? No one cares what Hollywood has to say. No one cares what these loser writers and directors sitting around in Hollywood have to say. They don't matter anymore in the age of Donald Trump, because people are waking up and realizing that all this stuff is propaganda. The only people who watch CNN now are people who are stranded at the airports, because CNN is the network that they show at the airports. And so people just walk by and look at Jake Tapper for a few minutes and they go, oh God, get me out of here. At least I'm getting out of this airport, going somewhere else, so I don't have to watch CNN anymore. That is what they've become. They've become just like mandatory. They've become like the base standard that we all have to put up with. Oh yeah, all right, yeah, it's like a test signal. Nobody cares anymore. Hollywood is circling the drain financially. And by the way, you see all these Hollywood studio executives going down. That wouldn't happen if they were making money, okay? They're not making money. That's why they are going down one after another, because people are just tuning out of all this stuff. So, loser of the day is the Murphy Brown show, and winner of the week, winner of the month, I would say, Roseanne Barr. Let's end with Roseanne, because we love her. There she is, Roseanne. She's the best. We will continue following all of the Hollywood craziness, but this is a new age, and people are really waking up to what's going on, and it's very inspiring to see. We'll be back with you later at bigleaguepolitics.com.